35-9, just the defense, the energy. What was your opinion on that?
I mean, that was something we touched yesterday in practice, just establishing a defensive-minded, physical tone, and just dig in and multiple efforts, activity, being ready, transition D is key versus this team. Pick and roll defense is key. Everybody giving multiple efforts and then trying to finish the possession with a rebound. They make you work through the entire possession, the entire shot clock. And sometimes you have to work through multiple shot clocks because they're so good on the offensive glass. So just being highly competitive and again, being ready to give multiple efforts.
Darvin, what did you make of the crowd tonight? First Laker home game at full capacity in a decade, and you could just hear the energy coming out before warm-ups and then, from the opening tip. It was
someone told me that, Ilvan, before the game. I guess I was here as an assistant the last time that it was like this. So, wow, time flies, man. But I thought our crowd was phenomenal. You felt them in the building. Thank God that we gave them something to cheer about. The way we came out, our guys were aggressive, getting stops. Everyone, from the on-ball defense to everybody, the shifts and activity off the ball, guys getting rebounds and pushing it, getting out, running. It was great. But the energy in the building was phenomenal, unbelievable. And, we look forward to having the same thing on Monday.
Darvin, LeBron showed a lot of restraint this week with some of the comments and certainly with the shot in the third quarter. What did you think of that shot and how LeBron has handled this?
I think it's been great, man. He's a consummate professional. He doesn't get caught up in the war of words. He just goes out and speaks with his actions, speaks with his play. His leadership with the group has been, it's not like he's not saying nothing to you guys and then talking to us. Like, he's just been focused throughout, and that's the way we need him to be. Again, it's not about, the mano-a-mano matchup within a team sport. It's just, you got to go out and make the right plays. Simple as that.
I know it's not about a mano-a-mano matchup over here, Darvin, but the crowd was so into LeBron and so against Dillon Brooks. Do you think that affected LeBron early? That had to inspire him?
I just think just the doubt. Anyone trying to, express any doubt toward him and the level of which he's playing at, the way we turn things around over the course of this season, that just puts fire under all of us, especially him. And so he's just going about his business like he's always done. And then, we felt like we were, less than ourselves in game two and some of the things that we didn't get done. So tonight, again, having that time, that break to really go back and focus on some of the things they did, but also dive into what we needed to do, it just is what it is. And all of that other stuff, those theatrics, that's for the fans. The fans that's why they pay for their tickets and to come out, cheer, boo, depending on the environment you're in, whether you're home or away, which player it is. That's all fan-based, and it's great. It makes the game, intriguing, suspenseful, but for us, it's about going out and take care of our business and making sure that we're doing a good job with our assignment.
Darvin, big leads in the NBA are mostly worthless. What did you think of the way your team handled Memphis's sort of repeated pushes? And what does that say about kind of their maturity, I guess, and the ability to kind of continuously kind of just keep them just far enough away?
I mean, as a coach, you look at it, you wish things were different, that you didn't have those lulls or those segments where you get a little loose with different possessions. But again, things are not going to be perfect. And so you just try to, use your timeouts properly, try to settle down a little bit, talk to the guys. You can't panic. You just have to try to sustain the wave, and teams are going to make runs, as you mentioned, with the three-point line being the way it is now, so entrenched into our game that no lead is safe. Hell, a few months back, we come down from 27 points versus Dallas, and no matter how good your team is, teams get in a rhythm, they get into a good rhythm and they start making plays. The thing you have to do is just understand that to up your physicality, play faster, play as a unit, not think that each or any one individual has to take it upon themselves to try to climb us out of that hole.
Darvin, that first quarter might have been a product of what transpired the rest of the way for Memphis offensively. Are you okay with Ja going off like that as long as the wealth is not spread around too much?
He's great, man. He's a great player. And, he's been itching to get back out there with his teammates. And so the biggest thing we just got to do, we can't get discouraged. We got to have a next play mentality, and we just got to have the mindset to possession by possession, no matter what happens, we're trying to put our best foot forward, any good, bad, or indifferent. That's why he is who he is. His ability to play downhill, you try to take something away, take that away, he starts making threes. So the only thing you can do pretty much is remain competitive throughout it all. Whoever's in front of him, whoever's behind him, off the ball, no one guy is going to stop Ja Morant. It's going to take a whole defensive unit. So our ability to keep competing and not get discouraged, not drop our heads or drop our shoulders, and continue on trying to make something happen on the other end to withstand that run, I thought I was proud of the guys in that regard.